Coach, I guess first of all, the second half, the offense just disappears. You can't get anything from Trace. He's on the bench. Xavier's shooting and missing. What did you feel the biggest problem was?
Well, it wasn't like we were flat. We just couldn't make shots. So you got to give Wisconsin, credit for their defense. And I got to find ways to get Trace and race more shots down low. We missed some chippies, but he didn't get enough shots. I really didn't think. But that wasn't the difference. We missed free throws coming down the home stretch, and then we couldn't get the critical stops that we needed.
Coach, Trace, you had to call timeout to get him back in the game in the second half. Was the bench out there longer than you wanted him to be?
No, not really, because they were holding there. I think it was like 8. We were still up 8-10 points. We still had a nice cushion. It was strictly the starters. I went with Anthony, something that I hadn't done. But that's, I feel good about whoever I play. I just got to get them over the hump, man, because this is definitely a winnable game. Got to give Wisconsin a lot of credit because they kept fighting until they got it done.
Woody, perhaps maybe you played the best first half. What did you do so well in the first half?
Well, we got stops. We got the ball movement. It was like we were in quicksand the second half. You do the same things that got you the lead. You got to play the same way, and that's got to register. And it did in the second half, and that's on me.
How did they adjust to Xavier in particular? I think he had 6 assists and 5 rebounds in the first half. It just felt like they frustrated him a lot more.
Well, again, he's got to learn and figure out from watching film when he has it and when he don't have it. That's what good point guards do, and he struggled tonight. He was driving the ball in, trying to draw fouls, and they weren't giving him those calls. So, we just got to keep working with him. I got to work with Rob because we got to have good point guard play.
Mike, when something like this happens at the NBA level and it's just one of 82, maybe it's not as big a deal, but this is one of 20 Big Ten games. Is it something that's a concern at the way this thing played out for you, or no?
No, too early for that. Again, the fact that we competed, and like I told them, hey guys, you can win on the road. You can win in some of these big arenas. You just got to finish the game. We had a big enough lead. I thought the shot that they made before the half, because we failed to execute, was a big shot coming in at halftime. But again, for the most part, we controlled the game, and then we let it slip away the last 3-4 minutes of that ball game.
When Xavier's struggling like that, how close were you to maybe going to Christian Lander to maybe?
Well, that wasn't even a thought process at the time. I would have probably went back with Rob at that particular time. But at the end of the day, we put ourselves in position to win a game. I just got to get them over the hump to finish it.
Is this, maybe also reflecting kind of that intangible thing of just learning how to win, learning how to make those little margins work late in the game?
That's the key to when you start trying to build a team. Everybody's learning each other, man, and we're doing it on the fly. Yeah, we get to practice and all, but when it's time to jump it up for real, everything counts, man. You got to do everything, especially on the road, to secure wins. You got to do everything right for 40 minutes.
Woody, I know the answer to this, but what's the feeling in the locker room right now?
Listen, guys, we've been together 12 games dating back to the Bahamas, and we're 10-2, and at the end of the day, these guys know that they can play with anybody in college basketball. This is a good Wisconsin team. And I thought Syracuse was a great team. So, we beat a good team in St. John's. We got a long way to go as a unit, and we're going to keep working. There won't be no quitting in that locker room, I promise you that.
What do you feel like you got good looks, though, in the second half there, especially inside, and just didn't fall, right?
Yeah, we had good looks, and, I just got to put them in better position where they get better looks, put it that way.
Anything else?